Good morning. So today we are going to do Envisions math. We're going to start off where we left off. So that is 12.3. Okay. You will get a workbook with this in it. So today I want to start with our solve and share. Okay. So our solve and share says, look at the quilt on Emily's bed. It is a rectangle. It's made up of squares of different colors. How many other rectangles can you find in her room? How many of the rectangles are squares? So, first I want you to count all the rectangles you can find in her room. And I will give you a minute to do that. Great. So, I found one here, one here, the big bed, and maybe this one, put a question mark. Now, I'm putting a question mark because I think that all these sides are the same shape or the same length. So if they're the same length, is it a square or rectangle? So, how many of the rectangles are squares? Oh, how many of them are squares? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this a square? Yeah. 7. Is this a square? Yes. 8. And the whole bed is a rectangle, but it's also a square, so we have how many? 9. Woohoo! Okay. There is our solve and share for today. Now I'm going to play the visual learning, so we might be able to learn watching the video.
What do you know about shapes with 4 sides? Let's see.
Look at the shape that is traced. How many sides does the shape have? It has 4 sides. How many vertices does the shape have?
What is a vertice?
It has 4 vertices.
The corners.
Are all of the sides the same length?
Are the sides the same length?
No, all of the sides are not the same length. This shape is called a rectangle. What shape does this dollar bill have? The dollar bill has the shape of a rectangle. How do you know it is a rectangle?
How do you know it's a rectangle? How many sides does it have? 4. How many vertices does it have? 4. But are all the sides the same shape? No.
It has 4 sides and 4 vertices. The opposite sides are the same length. Now look at the shape that is traced. How many sides does the shape have? It has 4 sides. How many vertices does the shape have? It has 4 vertices. Are all of the sides the same length?
I don't know. Let's see. Do they look like they're the same length? I think so.
Yes, all of the sides are the same length. This shape is called a square. A square is a special rectangle because it has 4 sides, 4 vertices, and its sides are all the same length. What shape does this cracker have? The cracker has the shape of a square. How do you know it is a square? It has 4 sides and 4 vertices. The 4 sides are the same length. Now you can identify squares and other rectangles.
Great job. So, if you have your workbook, even if you don't, you can still watch. But if you have your workbook, I want you to turn to page 474. Once you turn to page 474, I want you to look at this. This is what we just did up top, okay? This dollar bill and the cracker. So the dollar bill was the rectangle and the cracker was the square, okay? So what you're going to do is you are going to color the rectangles in each row, but mark the X on the squares, okay? So I can't really do it from my computer, but that's okay. So I would put a X on the square, and this is the rectangle. So I would color that in, okay? I would do the same thing for number 2. And number 3 and 4, I would color the rectangles in each row and mark an X on the rectangles that are a square. So this is a rectangle, so I would color it in. But it would be high quality. I'd color it neatly. This is a square, so I'd put a X right on it. Is this a rectangle? Is this a rectangle? Is this a rectangle? Yes, so you would color it in. Is this a rectangle? Oh, it's a square, so I put a X on it. Okay? Then for number 5, I would draw a circle around the objects that look like a rectangle. Then I would do an X on the objects that look like a square. Okay? So we go find the squares and find the rectangles. I'll let you do that by yourself. For this one, you would color all the rectangles, and then you would put an X on all the squares. Okay? Same thing. For number 10, you should draw a green triangle and then draw a yellow square. So a green, oh, I'm sorry, not a green triangle, a green rectangle. Silly me. A green rectangle and a yellow square. Okay? All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope that you are able to do these pages in the workbook. If not, maybe Mom and Dad can help and maybe go find some objects around your house that's a square, and then find some objects that are rectangles, and collect them, and then take a picture and show Miss Bone. That would be awesome. All right, well, have a good day.